Hello everyone, welcome to New IAS Daily Current Affairs program. Today is 6th March 2019 and the current affairs topics for today are Generalized System of Preferences, Comprehensive Integrated Border Management System, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandan Yojana, and we have green crackers. For the math session, we will be dealing with Gabon, and last we have PQRS. So first topic, it is about Generalized System of Preferences. This was news because United States, they have decided to withdraw from the benefits which have been extended to India under this Generalized System of Preferences. The concession has been rolled out on the grounds that India is not providing equitable market access to American businesses. So this was the reason why United States decided to withdraw from the Generalized System of Preferences. What is this? So, it is a tariff scheme that facilitates duty-free entry for the products from designated beneficiary countries. So, the beneficiary countries, they can export duty-free products to mostly to the developed nations. And this was introduced in early 1970s and it provides a formal system of exemption to the general rules of World Trade Organization. So this exempts WTO member countries from most favored nation principle for the purpose of lowering tariff. So this is an exemption to the most favored nation principle. Alright, and the objective of Generalized System of Preferences was to give development support to poor countries by promoting exports from them into the developed countries, right? The export of promoting exports from developing nations to developed countries, and India has been a largest beneficiary of this scheme. So what are the benefits out of this Generalized System of Preferences? This will give a boost to the export, right? So it will increase the Indian exports to the other developed nation, and Indian markets will become more competitive in the American market. So this will provide a competitiveness for the Indian products in the foreign market, and it helps the new exporters to establish in the American market. So what will be the after effects of this? So India enjoyed duty exemption on exports worth of $5.6 billion. Now it will eat into India's market share in the US, as well as profits of Indian exporters will be declining. And the US is a major export destination for India. Hence, this move will affect the trade balance in the US favor, right? The trade balance will move to US favor. That's about the first topic. Moving on to next, it is about Comprehensive Integrated Border Management System. So this was news because a border electronically dominated QRT interception technique. So this technique, it was established under the Comprehensive Integrated Border Management System, and that was put in place in the Assam-Bangladesh border. So this system, it is an integration of new technologies and measures to employ electronic and digital surveillance of international borders with Pakistan and Bangladesh, right? So Comprehensive Integrated Border Management System is an integration of new technologies and measures for the surveillance on the international borders, and this system employs latest technology to detect the infiltration via the land, underwater, air and tunnels through the thermal imaging and night vision devices, then battlefield surveillance radar, underground monitoring sensors. All these will be utilized in this Comprehensive Integrated Border Management System. So it is capable of addressing the gaps in the present system of border security by integrating the human resources, weapons and high-end surveillance equipments. Now, what are the components of CIBMS? Actually, you can mention about this in your GS3 mains and all, in the internal security part and all. So that can fetch you marks. And the major components of CIBMS is virtual fence, which include lasers, infrared and night vision cameras, and command and control to optimize use of resources for border management, power management to keep the CIBMS running. These are the major components. So that's about the topic. Our next topic is about Organization of Islamic Cooperation. So you know why this was in news, because our Minister for External Affairs, Sushma Swaraj, she was into this meeting and talking about Organization of Islamic Cooperation. It is the second largest intergovernmental organization after United Nations, and this is spread over 4 continents, right? And this organization is the collective voice of the Muslim world, and it has permanent delegations to United Nations and the European Union. So this organization, it endeavors to safeguard and protect the interest of Muslim world in the spirit of promoting international peace and harmony among the people of the world. And the official languages of the OIC include Arabic, English, and also French. Do remember this, it includes French also, and its headquarters is in Jeddah, and which is in Saudi Arabia, and Islamic summits are organized by OIC. Talking about the membership, there are 57 members to this organization, and the members, though with large Muslim population, are not necessarily Muslim majority countries, right? So other non-Muslim majority countries are also party to this organization, and few countries like Russia and all are observer to this organization, and India is not a member. Okay, India is not a member of OIC. Moving on to the next topic, that is about Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandan Yojana. So Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandan Yojana was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this is a pension scheme for the laborers associated with the unorganized sector. So it is basically a pension scheme for the laborers associated with the unorganized sector. Talking about the key features of this scheme. So this scheme, it aims to provide financial security to the people with no economic backup facilities, and it will provide pension for applicants, like people working in the unorganized sector will be able to open their pension account and deposit money on a regular basis under this particular scheme. There will be a monthly pension amount. So once the scheme matures, the person will be entitled to attain a monthly pension of rupees 3,000 without fail. So the contribution by individual, that will be like if one person joined at the age of 18, monthly contribution of rupees 55 should be given until they attain the age of 60 years. And if the person starts the scheme, joins the scheme at the age of 29 years or more, then he will have to contribute rupees 100 every month. Okay, that will be the contribution. Talking about the total beneficiaries which will be covered under this scheme, it will be about 10 crore individuals, and the age limit for contribution will be like who has attained the age of 18 years will be able to deposit money in the scheme till he is 60 years of age. Okay, and the pension will be available from 60 years, and the scheme has given budgetary allocation of rupees 500 crore. Alright, this is about the scheme. So this is basically a pension scheme for the unorganized sector laborers. Moving on to the next topic, that is about green crackers. So the Supreme Court has asked petitioners objecting to the use of chemicals like barium nitrate and potassium nitrate in the formulation of green crackers to submit a reply detailing their stand on the issue. So the apex court has allowed licensed traders to manufacture and sell green and reduced emission or improved crackers, and banned those which are loud and toxic to man, animal and the environment. So what are these green crackers? So they are crackers which do not contain harmful chemicals that would cause air pollution. So the existing firecrackers are made of aluminum, barium, potassium nitrate and carbon. So all these are toxic metals, and These components in the firecrackers are replaced with others that are less dangerous and less harmful to the atmosphere, and these are called the green crackers. So these green crackers will use eco-friendly materials, and they are named as safe water releaser, that is SWAS, and safe thermite cracker star, and safe minimal aluminum, that is SAFEL. All these are the names. Like I think I have discussed all these before, and a question can be asked like SWAS, star and SAFEL is related to. So these are like eco-friendly materials which are used in the crackers, and they need approval of Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization, PESO, right? And this PESO, it is a statutory body. So this means it was constituted under an act, and it was under the Explosive Act 1884 and Petroleum Act 1934. So this will be a statutory body, and this organization come under Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, that is DIPP, and the major objective of PESO is to manufacture, import, export, then transport, sale and use of explosive, then petroleum products and compressed gases. So all these comes under the ambit of PESO, right? Manufacture, import, export of all these explosive petroleum products and compressed gases. So that's it, and moving to map session. So today we'll be seeing Gabon, which is a country in the African continent, and you can see in this figure Gabon, and it is a, as I said, it is a West African country. It is bordered by Equatorial Guinea to the northwest, Cameroon to the north, and the Republic of Congo to the east and south, and the Gulf of Guinea to the west. This is the geographical location of Gabon, and this is one of the most prosperous country in the sub-Saharan Africa. So this location is an abundant petroleum reserve, and Gabon receives huge amount of foreign private investments also. You need to note that African continent is the only continent through which Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn and also Equator, all these three passes through African continent, and the countries through which Equator passes are Sao Tome and Principe, then Gabon, Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, Kenya and Somalia. These are the countries through which Equator passes in the African continent, right? That's it, and moving to PQRS. The question is, a rapid increase in the rate of inflation is sometimes attributed to the base effect. So what is this base effect? It is the impact of drastic deficiency in supply due to the impact of crops. It is the impact of the surge in demand due to rapid economic growth. It is the impact of the price levels of previous year on the calculation of inflation rate. D, it is none of the above. So, which is the right statement? So, this really simple question, it's actually a direct question from the static part. So, they are asking for what is base effect. So, at least if you know what is a base year for the, which is used for the calculation of many indices and all. So, with that knowledge itself, you can come to the answer, and I think this need not much explanations. So, the correct answer for the question is C, that is base effect. It is the impact of the price levels of previous year on the calculation of inflation rate. So, base effect is actually the distortion in a monthly inflation figure that result from the abnormally high or low levels of inflation in the year ago month, right? So, this is termed as base effect. So, a base effect can make it difficult to accurately assess the inflation levels over the time, and it diminishes over time if inflation levels are relatively constant. So, inflation is constant, then base effect does not have much effect on the calculation of inflation levels, right? So, the right answer is C. With that, we wind up today's session, and you can download the daily current affairs material from the description below. Thank you for watching.